Good morning, everyone. It is June 29th, 2017. Welcome to Morning Hair. I've always wanted to do this. I got a soundtrack. Morning Hair, Morning Hair, Morning Hair, Morning Hair. Anyway, that's from Clannad, their album Lore, which is one of my favorites. And I probably broke like 16 copyright laws in playing that little section, but that's okay. Just to give them a broader audience would be great, although they've been around for like 30 years, forever. Anyway, this morning we continue our month of Shakespeare with an unknown or a lost Shakespeare play that only has recently been added to the Shakespearean canon. That is the play Cardenio. Cardenio, we know that it was performed in 1613 by the King's Men, and we know that Shakespeare was still writing for the King's Men along with his young protege, a gentleman named John Fletcher. We know that the two of these collaborated on the two noble kinsmen and also on Henry VIII. However, the actual text of the Cardenio has been lost. Popped up for a while, was kept in a library. The library burned down in 1808. So we don't have a copy of this play, which is sad. It's a lost Shakespeare play. There might be one floating around out there somewhere, but as the years go by, it becomes less and less likely that we'll ever find it. Cardenio, the story of Cardenio, we know what Shakespeare's sources were, and so people have tried to recreate what Cardenio might have looked like. Now, the characters in Cardenio can also be found in a Don Quixote section, so because we don't know anything about Cardenio, or little about Cardenio, we do know an interesting fact about Cervantes, the guy who wrote Don Quixote, that Cervantes and Shakespeare died on the same date, April 23rd, 1616, but not on the same day, because England had not yet adopted the Gregorian calendar, and so Shakespeare's death was actually separated by 11 days from Cervantes, which was funny because when they finally adopted the calendar, there were riots in the street. How dare the government take 11 days away from us? It's the end of the world. Anyway, it occurs to me when I read about lost plays is that most of us, when we pass on from this world, we're going to leave behind an obituary about this long in the local paper, if local papers still exist. And so a lot of our accomplishments are going to be lost. So in honor of Cardenio, think about the accomplishments that you've had in your life that you don't want to be forgotten. What are your Cardenios? What are the things that you've done that you don't want to be forgotten, that you'd like to be remembered for? And that's where you should put your focus. Anyway, Cardenio, yay, tomorrow we end our month of Shakespeare with The Tempest. I personally believe The Tempest is the last play that Shakespeare wrote completely by himself, and it was a fitting farewell to the stage from him. So anyway, that's tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. If you wake up with a Cardenio, think about your accomplishments and the ones you don't want to be forgotten. Yes, they're etched into the background of the universe somewhere, so nothing's really ever forgotten. But think about what you want to be remembered for. And I hope it's not something like, I remember that time I backed my car to the back end of the Dairy Queen, put a big dent there, and that dent's still there, and nobody knows I did it. That was me, by the way. Hey, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't think the background music is working out. It's sort of distracting. This is actually like the 5th time I've taken this, and my Cardenio's gone away a little easy time. So anyway, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.